Hi everybody, a little different video today than normal, and I'll show you why. As Girl in the Woods says, go outside and get your happy on. I got to do it. Got to do it for one night, and I am so thankful for my friend that stayed with Mom. I decided to take a trip, went over to Port Huron, and stayed at the state campgrounds with a friend. We brought a tent. We ended up not setting it up because it was raining when we got here. But I have a futon in my car, my van. So we stayed in the van all night. And that was cool until the tent started flapping against the van. It sounded like somebody knocking on the door all night long. Woke up every time. But I got rest. I got good rest because I wasn't listening for Mom. It's a very short trip. I wish it could be longer, but I'm so thankful that I get just this, that I got it. I got to have a fire. I got to play starting a fire, try to do some of my bushcraft skills that I'm trying to learn. And there was a very nice man took pity on us last night and came over and threw some kind of log thing on the fire to make it go. And at that point, I think I was ready to give up trying to make the fire myself anyway. So that worked out well. I did get it going myself this morning, though, and made coffee. We've had bacon, eggs, toast. Haven't gone down to the beach yet. It's quite windy here. And it's overcast. Thank goodness it's overcast. I'm so glad because they just make it too hot and too unbearable and not enjoyable. This is just right, and it's just what I needed to restore my spirit. I'll be able to go home and have a happy heart, a lightened heart, and deal with whatever Mr. Alzheimer's wants to throw at me. I'm very thankful this time away. I'm thankful I have a good friend who wanted to come with me. I could have come by myself. I would have come by myself. It was better with a friend. Hopefully another time this summer I'll be able to do it. My daughter says she'd stay with Mom one night. And maybe I'll try someplace else. I'd like to try someplace close to some land I've been looking at. Can't get it yet. I won't be able to do anything till after Mom passes. But it's 20 acres and it butts up against state land. Not state land, national forest. It butts it. The property line runs along it. Oh, I'd be so thrilled with that. I would be tickled pink if I could get that. The setup I have here at the camp, I was trying to do of what I would do when I get my land, so that I can go on it, stay on it, survive on it while I'm developing it. And I think it's going to work. I didn't have any hitches in what was going on. Had to figure out some tarping and stuff so we could get in and out of the van without getting rain on us. But we got that. We got things tied down well. Got things tied to the van. So we couldn't go anywhere after we got it tied down. But that's okay. Not a lot of people here. There's probably, I'm looking at 12 empty campgrounds right near me, right next to me. Nearest neighbor is 4 over. The only thing we did is we got it right next to the walkway to the beach. Nobody's been loud. We haven't had any problems with anybody here. It's been great. And I'm so happy I got to come do it. Just wanted to catch you up on that. Catch up a little bit about Mom. I really don't think Mom's here very much anymore. There's personality, but not Mom. I think it's all Mr. Alzheimer's at this point. And she's forgotten everything. She doesn't know who anyone is, even me. She does know to yell Pam when she needs something, which is me. So that's good. But she doesn't remember what room's what. She doesn't know where the bathroom's at when she has to go. She doesn't remember what she said 2 minutes before or even 1 minute before. For instance, she says, I'm hungry. I'm going to go make myself a sandwich, which, big no-no. We got the baby gate up, so she can't go in the kitchen. And I said, I'll make you something, Mama. Go ahead and sit down, and I'll get it for you. Well, she didn't want to sit down. She wanted to stand and talk to me, which is fine. as long as there's nothing in her hands. And I was making her tuna fish, which takes a little bit of time. And she goes, I'd really like something to eat. And I said, making you a tuna fish sandwich. Okay, great, that's wonderful. And she says, can I have milk with it? Yes, you can have milk with it. I'll get it for you. Okay, I'm really hungry. Are you going to get me something to eat? Yeah, I'm making the sandwich, Mom. Okay, great. And she turned and she goes, am I going to sit here? And I said, yeah, the dining room table. Yes, you can sit there. And she turns and she goes, I'm really hungry. Is there anything to eat? Yeah, Mom, I got your sandwich. I'm getting it cut right now. It's coming right now. Go ahead and sit down. I'm bringing it. Okay. Is there anything to drink in the house? Yeah, Mom. I'll get you some milk. That's what you asked for. Okay. So I took her sandwich in, pulled her chair out. She wouldn't sit down to eat. She picked up the sandwich, took a bite, and looked at me and said, is there anything to drink? So there's absolutely no continuity in thought. And I don't know if that's the ending of this thing. I don't know if this continues for a very long time. Sorry, I just got a notification. It happens. The other thing is she's very unsteady on her feet. She's fallen down 5 times in the last week and a half. And a lot of it's because she carries things around in her hands. And I don't care how many times you say, please don't carry things in your hands. You're too unstable. You can't grab hold of a chair, a table, or anything to steady yourself if you've got magazines or clothes or whatever else in your hands, coffee cups. So there's that. She's fallen down a lot, and I don't know if her balance is because she's not as active or if it's the Alzheimer's, affecting that part of the brain. The other thing is her sleep. If you looked in past videos, you know that she was sleeping 12, 16 hours a day. We're averaging between 4 and 7 hours and getting up in the middle of it. I'm not getting a whole lot of sleep. Not a whole lot of sleep at all. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if that's going to be part of this or not. I've got people walking by and talking dogs and sorry. Hopefully you can hear me over that. I don't know how Alzheimer's goes. I hear different stories from so many different people. And what I'm telling you is just my perspective of what's going on with Mom and how I see it and how I deal with it. If I deal with it, because sometimes I lose it. I lose it big time. And even if I apologize, by the time I'm apologized, she has no idea what I'm talking about. There's that. It's a bad disease. I don't know how I can tell people what it's like for the caregiver, because it changes day to day. And I know the biggest thing is patience, and I just won't pray for that at all. But the biggest thing, I think, is the break. You need the break. You need to be away from the person for a while, away from the circumstances for a while. You need to charge your battery. Yeah, you gotta charge your battery. I don't have any funny in this video because at this point there's really not a whole lot funny going on. A lot of it's just sad. I can't give you one funny about what I did. We had fish and chips on the way here yesterday, and I decided last night I was going to warm up that last piece of fish. And I put it on a marshmallow fork. Needless to say, after I picked through the ashes on the breading and ate just the inside of the fish, there wasn't much to eat. The joys of campfires and learning as you go. I did use my hatchet, a brand new hatchet. It's not sharp at all. Wouldn't do a dang thing. I had my dad's hunting knife. And that worked. That was the sharpest thing I had. And it wasn't very sharp, but it got the job done this morning. I brought a ferro rod. Thing's worthless. I looked at them in the package and they looked nice and big and fat, and come to find out, very little rod. Most of it's some other kind of metal. I don't even think it's magnesium. It doesn't say magnesium on the packaging, so I assume it's not magnesium. And just a little itty bitty thing, not worth the money I paid for it. So everything was started with a lighter, but I got it started. So there you go, and I'll work on the other later. So from me to you, I hope you're having a wonderful time, and I really hope that you are getting out and getting happy, and I really enjoyed this time. So from a happy me to you, blessings.